Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily add your contact details to any of the promotional PDFs that Stampin' Up provide for us. All I've done so far is go to the promotions page on the Stampin' Up demonstrator website and clicked to open the PDF provided for the Connect, Craft and Collect promotion. What you can of course do is simply take this URL and use it to share that PDF with your customers or on social media. However, that will have this empty box at the bottom, and of course if you are connecting with new customers, having your contact information there in that box ready for them is definitely a useful thing to consider. In order to do that, you're going to need to click to download and save the PDF to your computer. Okay, so that's one option. You would just choose the folder to save it to. The other option is that you can right click and choose Save As. It opens the same dialog box. Once the PDF is saved to your computer, you need a PDF reader software that gives the option to add in text. One example is free and it's from Adobe. It's Adobe Acrobat Reader DC. So you can download that and install it very easily. Once you've done that, go to the folder where you saved the PDF and double click to open it. If it opens in your browser instead of in Adobe Reader, go back to the file and click Properties and check what's said in this section here. If it doesn't say Adobe Acrobat Reader or any other PDF reader software that you're deciding to use, click Change and you should be able to search for it in this list and then make it the default choice. Let's go back to that PDF. So if we scroll down, that box is all there ready for our contact information. So we are going to use the comment tool to add a text box. If it's not visible on the sidebar, go to Tools and you can click to open that tool from here. So if I click comment, I can then click here and I can click to add a text box. And what you want to do is click in the box and just drag until you've got a box that is going to let you line up everything nice and neatly. So I'm just going to type. So I'm going to start with my name. I might put my email in here. Oh, let's spell it properly. And I might also put my DBWS address. Okay, you could also put your phone number, anything that you want your customers to be able to have easy access to contact you. So if I highlight that text, you'll see that I can change the font. Okay, I can change the font size and I can also change the alignment, which means that if I've drawn that box the full side, it lets me kind of center it in the middle and it all kind of matches and looks quite neat. I could change the text color if I wanted to. I could click here and then I can choose from colors here. I can click other colors. That will let me add in any colors I want to using RGB codes, and then I can add those to custom colors so that I could just save those there. So if you wanted to use, for example, the actual Stampin' Up colors that we've got the hex codes for, you can convert them to RGB and then use those actual colors. I'm just going to use this gray, and you'll see if I click off that text, I now have gray text at the bottom here. One thing you're probably thinking is that red line looks really ugly. So what we can do is select that text box, and then if we right click and click Properties, we can then access the border color and just change that to white and get rid of that border. Now also, when you have that comment box selected and you have those crosshairs visible as your cursor, that is when you could click and drag and move that box around if you wanted to change its position. Okay, so that's how you use a comment box, and what you can do is then use File and then Save As to then save a copy of this PDF with your information on it. Okay, and I can just double click to open that folder. It's remember the recent folder, and I can just then rename that one with suitable title. Okay, so I can just save that. Now you can save yourself some time by creating a stamp of your details that you can add to any PDF. We like stamps, right? So what you would do is go up to this option here and click to go to Custom Stamps and click Create. Now what you do have to have done is create a PDF, and you can do this in PicMonkey or Canva or Photoshop or anywhere, with the details that you want to add every single time. So this is the one that I've created. If you haven't uploaded it already, you would just go to where you saved it on your computer and open it, and it will show that preview. So then you just click OK. What it will do is it will get you to add it to a category so that you can get back to it very easily, and then save it. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually select that, and I want to delete my text box, because this time what I'm going to do is click the stamp icon. I can go to my for SU PDFs section and I can click to add my stamp, and then what I do is just click when it's in position and it goes. Okay, what I've got the same thing. Once it's selected, I've got that text box and I can drag and move it around to be in a better position. Obviously, with this approach, it would just be in one color and you wouldn't then be able to edit it to match each individual PDF, but it saves a lot of time by just having it made once and being able to add to the PDF in seconds each time. Again, what you would do is then file and save to save a copy of this PDF with those details to your computer. If you wish to now share this PDF with people online, you are going to have to host it somewhere to be able to share a link to that PDF. Now, if you have a WordPress website, that's very easy because you can just add it to your media library. Otherwise, you have a few options. So one could be using Google Drive. So you would go to your Google Drive, click New, File Upload, and then find that PDF with your details on it. Make sure it's the right one and upload it to your Google Drive. Once it's uploaded, click and you can use this option in the top right to share. You're going to want to change it so that basically anyone with the link on the internet can view it, and then what you will want to do is copy that link, and then you would be able to share that link on social media or in any other way. You'll be able to send that link to people. Okay, that's nice and easy. If you have a DBWS subscription, you can also use the resource library to store that PDF and allow you to share it easily. So log into DBWS, go to Business Resource Library, and then you're going to want to go to the My Files section. Okay, click to add a shareable. There we go, needing a second click. And then what you're going to do is choose the file type PDF, okay? Add the title. So that was Connect, Craft, I've probably got this wrong now. And collect, okay? I'm going to choose my PDF file here. Again, let's just find it with my details. Now you do have to upload an asset thumbnail. It will work without one, but if you share this on social media without a thumbnail, it won't show like a preview image. It will just show a kind of a PDF icon. So if you want to avoid that, there's an easy way of doing that by adding the thumbnail and just use one of the graphics that Stampin' Up has already made if you haven't got another one, or make something yourself that's perfectly tailored. Okay, I'm just going to use that one. You can add a description, but it's not going to be visible depending on the link that you choose. So for example, if I choose to show my DBWS site in the background, particularly maybe the specials page, okay, the description isn't actually going to show in a very obvious place, so I might choose to leave that out. But of course, if you've got time, pop in a decent description. So I'm going to just submit so that it is going to save that shareable. So that resource has been added. So now if I click on that resource, it means that I can very quickly share that straight to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. I can share it by email, LinkedIn, or I can choose the link. And always, if you want to just double check what your customers are going to see when they click on it, just click that link icon, copy that link, and just have a quick peek at what they will see. Okay, just to see that it works as you are expecting. And currently, that's showing it's blank. It's just loading really slowly. Okay, so that will load up. Okay, so one last thing I want to mention is that sometimes people want to add their PDF directly to their Facebook page, and it's more difficult than in a group, because in a group you can upload files, but for a page you don't have that option. So if you don't want to share a link, which is what we've just been talking about, but you want the PDF to be actually visible on your page, you are going to need to convert it to an image. Now I just Google PDF to PNG converter and it gets me to PDF to PNG.com, and this actually gives me many more options than just doing PDF to PNG, but this will let me upload my PDF and convert it to a PNG so that I can share it. Now, why am I choosing PNG? A PNG is generally the better option if your graphic has a lot of text on it, because that text stays clearer. However, Facebook does strange things to images, so if the PDF comes out blurry, try the JPEG. Okay, so all I need to do is upload the file. I'm going to choose the one that I've already done with my details on it. Okay, and then all I need to do is it will convert it to a PNG for me, and then I would be able to download that file. It will go as a zip file into my downloads folder, but you can see that if I double click on that, this then opens up my PDF as a PNG graphic, hopefully, which I could then add as a graphic to my page on Facebook. Okay, I hope that's been useful. If you think I've forgotten anything or you have any other questions, just jump into the comments and I'll catch up with you later.